This is Caylan Dowden, and he and Julie have been part of our church for a while, but I want him to tell some of his story because his experience, I think, is very representative of how a lot of people experience the bridge. So Caylan, you and Julie came to Foundations. Mm-hmm. We looked, it was 2018. And for a number of years, you loved attending on Sundays, but really felt like there was another level of connection that you weren't experiencing. So just tell us what that was like.
So Julie and I had been coming to church, like you said, for several years, and I loved the church, I loved the service, I loved the worship, but I just didn't feel connected in a way that I was really meeting people or that I was really getting to know people and to make connections that way. And you and I met, mm-hmm. and you mentioned that I should maybe look into serving. Mm-hmm. So what that looked like for me is that I got in contact with Rain. And there were a couple of suggestions as far as maybe would you like to work with children or other things. And coffee was what I felt the most comfortable with. So I contacted her, and she and I went back and forth, and she was very encouraging, and I felt like I couldn't do it and maybe just didn't want to do it. But I started and jumped into it, and I really felt the benefit for being involved through that way.
Yeah. I remember you telling me, like, I'm going to be the coffee guy. Like, I'm gonna make my connection through serving other people here. And I remember being so encouraged by that. But it seemed to me like you taking on ownership of that area that served so many people, even though most of them didn't know who you were or what you were doing. It shifted your perspective from being just an attender of a service to this being my place. Right. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And come to find out, if you're the guy who supplies the coffee on Sunday mornings, you become very popular with
Is that
people.
Right? Yeah.
No, but it was a shift in focus of about me and sort of onto serving others as Christ would. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I feel like through just praying and talking to other people is that I realize that serving is all about your attitude, and your attitude should be that of gratitude, meaning that there's not enough Sunday mornings that I could serve that could ever return what God has done for me through his sacrifice. And that just really changes it. It really motivates me to want to serve people and to again take that off of myself and show that to others.
So your relationship to the bridge, I think, was transformed through two things. One was serving, mm-hmm. and the other was meeting Tom Bowman.
Absolutely.
Tell me about Tom.
Yeah, I thought that I was just too kind of eclectic or maybe a little weird for small group. Yeah, and then I met Tom, and then I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'm normal.
There are other weird people too.
Yeah. I felt a kinship, and really, Julie and I have been so blessed through small groups. That was a huge part in feeling connected and involved with church family is taking that step and just meeting new people, and it's been wonderful. Those have become our family. They poured so much into Julie and I, and it's really just it's been the difference.
So to the person sitting in our worship service right now who really enjoys it, mm-hmm. but doesn't know how to connect deeper.
Sure. If you're on the fence about it, then I say just do it. Find somewhere that you can plug in and serve, and it really will change your life.